Let's get you all the updates from Lebanon, where the Information Minister Manal Abdel Samad has resigned from her position amid violent protests in the aftermath of the deadly blast in Beirut. This is the first resignation from the government since the deadly blast on Tuesday. She said that with the collapsing economy, starving population and escalating monetary crisis, the country has reached the point of no return.
يسكنهم الحزن واليأس والإحباط. في هذه اللحظة المصيرية لا يمكننا إلا الوقوف وقفة وطنية مشرفة إلى جانبهم. أريد أن أعتذر من اللبنانيين الذين لم نتمكن من تلبية طموحاتهم وتطلعاتهم بسبب صعوبة التحديات التي واجهتنا.
Meanwhile, a number of countries have come forward to help Lebanon in the time of crisis. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas has pledged an emergency aid of 10 million euros. Germany had already pledged 1.5 million euros in the immediate aftermath of this explosion. French President Emmanuel Macron had called for an online international aid event which will be joined by world leaders. Leaders from the US, UK, EU, China, Russia, Jordan and Egypt have joined this conference. Israel, which does not share friendly relations with Lebanon, offered aid after the blast but will not join this conference. Meanwhile, bitterly angry at the rulers and the political class, thousands of protesters in Lebanon's capital Beirut rallied against the government. The protesters in Beirut universally blame those in power for the catastrophic explosion in Beirut last Tuesday. About 10,000 people gathered in Martyrs Square in the city centre. They carried out a rally which was followed by the resignation of 3 MPs from the Lebanese parliament. The protests soon turned into riots when the police clashed with demonstrators. People made attempt to break through a barrier to get into the parliament building. Amid the clashes, soldiers and vehicles mounted with machine guns patrolled the entire area. A group of protesters led by retired Lebanese army officers stormed government buildings in Beirut. At least 100 of them broke into the foreign ministry building. A portrait of Lebanese President Michel Aoun was set on fire. The protesters stormed the economy ministry as well. The Association of Banks and the Energy Ministry were also occupied. The army managed to drive the protesters out of the foreign ministry, but many government buildings remain occupied. Thousands participated in riots. Buildings already destroyed in Tuesday's explosion were set on fire. The police used tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse the protesters. Live ammunition was fired into the air. 1 policeman was killed and hundreds of protesters were wounded. Lebanese authorities have taken 19 people into custody as part of an investigation. To defuse the escalating political crisis, Lebanese Prime Minister Hassan Diab has said he would request early parliamentary elections potentially after 2 months. The biggest blast in Beirut's history on Tuesday killed 158 people and wounded over 6,000 others. 21 people are still missing. Rescue operations are still underway 5 days after the massive explosion. The catastrophic explosion in the Lebanese capital of Beirut has already claimed at least 158 lives. Till now, with search operations still underway, the death toll is expected to rise. The deadly blast has also ravaged several houses and historical buildings in the city. Beirut's famous Sursock Museum has witnessed considerable damage due to the explosion. The heavy blow from the explosion has shattered the iconic exhibition hall completely. The pile of debris and shattered tainted glass pieces speak of the volume of the catastrophe. Precious artworks have been damaged, some beyond repair. Among the damaged work is a portrait of the museum's founder, Lebanese art collector Nicolas Sursock, by Dutch artist Kees van Dongen. This portrait was one of the most valuable pieces in the museum's collection. The Sursock Museum was built in 1961 and is one of the few museums in Lebanon that is dedicated to showcase Lebanese liberal art. The museum was closed for 8 long years for renovation and reopened finally in 2015 after people started protesting against the government's lack of action in taking proper care of the place. The COVID-19 outbreak and the recent explosion have made the political and economic crisis worsen in the country. The crisis have also made access to funding difficult for such museums to thrive.
Of course, the art scene is in danger, not only for financial reasons. I don't know how much galleries are going to be able to reopen. I don't know also how much individuals are still going to have the strength. I mean, I have to say we all ask ourselves questions, you know. I mean, of course, we are all committed. I mean, we are people who are driven by passion. We are people who are driven by our beliefs, by, you know, this is our country. It belongs to us, not to this corrupted government. But at the same time, we are tired. We are tired. We are tired people. So I don't know.